And guys, welcome back to the channel. And first off, I'm so sorry, it's been almost a month since I last posted a video. I've been so hectic with my normal day job that I just haven't been able to film. So guys, hopefully you'll enjoy it and we'll get back on track and get you some regular content again. So today what we did was we went into central London. So we've got this mystery tour booked for Surrey Quays. So we're going to be making our way into central London. We'll show you some of that trip and we'll show you what that's like. It's supposed to be a bit of a mystery adventure, so it should be a lot of fun. And the great thing is we could take the Tesla into central London. All right, so there's no congestion charge. You do have to register the car when you're in London for some odd reason, but once you're registered, the emissions obviously is zero, so there's no cost to go in. And it's so useful when, like today, the trains are they're on strike, so there is no trains running. So this is going to be fantastic. We'll take the car, we'll stay nice and cool. It's about 36 degrees Celsius. It is a heat wave, massive heat here, so hopefully we can stay nice and cool with the heat pump, and hopefully guys you'll enjoy the trip. You don't even know what Bloomsbury is.
We're in Bloomsbury.
Very nice. It's like a tree house.
The birdie. Oh yeah, that's what you must say, didn't you?
Another Tesla. There you go.
Wrong side. Oh, you sing as well.
It's got a taxi there. Blimey, so it was an Uber.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh my god. Probably a better way to travel than we are today in this heat. 35 degrees. Painful, girls.
Yeah.
The bikes. That's not fair, they're winning.
You should go straight, Dad. We're not turning.
Yeah.
You're not observant, guys. You just drive past it.
This is Starbucks. And Pret.
Ooh, structural crack.
We're in summer. That's still a bus lane. What are we doing?
We're at Bantam Peak. Bend is off the west.
So there's many trails we're going on.
Yes, it's something different for the family to do.
Okay.
Try to get them all involved.
You ready, Bella? We're gonna follow the trails. We got a leader,
So we try to get the back.
Simran.
Oh no, I broke it. Oh no.
Oh,
Wait,
God, that's a
I have
great
to do it
start.
again. Oh no. Of course you do it. So we've been doing like this mystery trail.
Yeah.
We just collected some platypuses from this huge lake. And
Yeah.
we won. We might have cheated, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, so we got a big blue badge. Yeah, we're slowly collecting little clues.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we joined the Jonas Union.
Yeah, we joined the Jonas
So we're on to the next clue of like working through the suspect list, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we just got the clue from the spy, 5286. So I think we need to go and find the Videomatic machine and see what the code actually means. So let's go. Where are we, Babu? The old town? Follow, look at me. Right, go, Balu, what have you got? You got the card. We got it. We won. We found out who it was, but we're gonna keep it secret in case people want to watch this. Wow, this is a great place. Now we're having a drink, chilling out. How was that, girls?
It was amazing.
So guys, we drove into central London and we went to this Jovis mystery, whatever it was. It was great fun. It took about an hour and a half to come through central London, but the great thing is we're exempt. We don't have to pay anything to come in, which was great, especially when the train's on strike. So we had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and now we're gonna head back home. Right guys, I hope you're enjoying that London cruise, but I thought let's just take a stop for a second because we have had a new update, and it has been a while since we've discussed updates on my channel. So we're on 2022.36.2 and it's quite some interesting updates. I mean, we did get some recently with the indicators. So when you indicate, you see the image come up on the different cameras depending on which direction you go in. Now that's been really useful, and also actually it allows you to move it around, so you can go to the bottom of the screen, you can slide it to the left as well, so it gives you a lot of flexibility. But what I found is if you see these icons here moving about, you have the park, so you'll have which gear you're in, you'll have some information about your lights, and I need to fill up the tires actually, they're a little bit low, but you get a few symbols there just telling you and orientating you. And if you see, they don't always line up. At the moment it's okay, but what I often find, and guys, leave some comments if you find this as well, when you do use the indication on the top of the screen rather than the bottom, you get some truncation of the characters, so that's a bit odd. So maybe they fixed it with this update, let's see. So let's go through the updates and see the goodies that we've got this time. So we've got the autopilot disengaging, and guys, I've definitely seen this when I've done my road trips, that when you go to any place in which the lanes are closing together or merging, or you know, there is something going on with a sort of a lane adjustment, you've got to manually take it off autopilot because it just doesn't understand what's going on. So this is a great update here where it looks like they have put in a feature that will try and detect when you go on motorway merges, etc., those sort of things, where the lane changes, and it will disengage the autopilot for you. So that's fantastic. We've got an update on the energy app. Now this is always really useful. It's trying to understand all of the different dynamics that they show in terms of how you're charging, how you're using the energy of the car, and it's really improved, guys. So let's have a quick look at it. Look at this. So now you can see, you get a lot more granular information about where the charge is going and where the consumption is going. So you can see we've got some information about the driving, about the climate controls that you've got, information on the battery conditioning. So if we're sort of going on that long cruise, and we have done a few family journeys more recently that I haven't filmed, but you will get some information as you get closer to the supercharger on you know, the battery getting pre-charged. So being able to just have a bit of a stats around what it's using, absolutely useful. So this is a really cleaned up interface actually around showing you some information that I think is a bit easier to understand. What do you think, guys? So let's go back to the software screen and go back to the release notes. What else have we got? So battery heating performance. So this is always a nervous time, right? So as soon as you're getting close to a Tesla charger, it's going to start sort of pre-charging your battery. So it looks like there is some battery heating performance improvements. Always welcome that. Anything that gives you more efficiencies on the charge, that's really going to be important. The Tesla app's also got some important information as well, some updates. So it now shows you an ETA to a destination, and also the media controls. We're always messing around with that. The passengers start messing around with the Tesla app and moving the tracks and pausing them, but now you get a bit more information about what track's playing. And it always felt a bit basic, didn't it, girls? So now we can actually use it to see what track we're playing. So you know, a few little bobs that bits and bobs that just make the experience a little bit better. Supercharged additional details. So now we'll get a pop-up that displays historical data around the occupancy of that site. So that's always useful as well. When you're on the map, you can get the actual details. So if you press the little pins, the red pins that show you where the next Tesla chargers are up, it will give you a little bit more information. So we'll see if we can have a look at that. We're not near one yet, but we'll have a look. Always with the kids, this is so important when the car's left open. I've had so many times where I've come back to the car and one of the kids has left the door open. So having a notification that the doors have accidentally been open or left unlocked is all really good improvements. And we've got another language, so Lithuanian. So if you're in Lithuania, congratulations, you're now supported. Your language is supported. So awesome, good stuff there, guys, because we had some, you know, we've talked about, we haven't got together for a while. Portuguese also had improvements in the last release. That was super cool. We had a few more games that came up, and we had some theater improvements as well. We've used that quite a bit. So if you see on theater mode, I could be careful that I don't do any copyright stuff. Let me just show you real quick. Go to YouTube. What you'll see here is on the left, you got this ability now to just minimize the screen. Isn't that cool? So it puts it within the left window pane. So you know, if you need to use any of the controls, you get access to them again, which is, I think, something that, you know, was always frustrating. If you use this media mode and you needed to unlock the doors or do something or change the climate, it was always a bit of a faff, because you had to then come out of the app and then, you know, you have to initialize it all again. So again, nice bit of updates there. So guys, I think that is it for updates. Let's just see on the supercharger network. So let's have a quick let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that, and if I just go to charging, so you'll see these superchargers here, and here, can you see the pins? So let's just try this out. So if I try number, here you go. So you can see I selected Uxbridge. I've got a lot more information now telling me about busy times, how many stalls are available, what's the charging speed, and what the pricing levels are, and all this other information that's really useful. There's Wi-Fi there at that location, there's shopping facilities, I can get a drink there, there's some food and drinking outlets, there's toilets there, or washrooms if you're in the US. So that's quite good, a bit of information. And also if you wanted to find somewhere to rest for the night, that is wow, I wasn't expecting that. That is some good information there that I think really helps you select where you want to charge on your long journeys. So guys, that was a little bit of a detour, just looking at the latest updates. Now let's get back to the video. This is beautiful, Regent's Park. I think it's a bit too hot to walk around though, Mum. This time. We'll drive around it. Oh, nice cool Tesla. This is London Zoo. I think they'll probably put the animals away because it's so hot. Oh, it's open. Clara, I'm going to have to bring you to the zoo one day. So, you're on the book now for an ice cream. Can you see one balloon?
Not yet. Hiya.
Another Tesla? Looks nice in red. So we just parked in Regent's Park because we have found an ice cream van. So we're just walking there, girls, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to walk and get ice cream? Okay, so we saw it just parked around the corner here. And hopefully this one's machine isn't broke like the last one. Here we go. What are we having, guys? So guys, how's the ice cream?
Why did you open the window?
How's the ice cream?
Melting.
Yours?
Good. Who doesn't put a screwball in a screwball?
You've been ripped.
They didn't put a bubble gum in my screwball.
Oh no. Then it's not officially a screwball.
I paid
Yeah.
£3.50 for that.
What would Timmy say? In the face. So guys, in the latest update, there's been a few really useful improvements. One, the autopilot has been improved further. So again, I've got it on now. It's been very smooth since we've been using it. So the most recent updates have been great. So I'm not sure what improvements there. I don't really state what it is, but it has been enhancements. The cabin camera, I think, it's been updated so that it sort of takes a lot more readings about how alert you are. So take that into account as well. The other thing that has been really good is the traffic light beep. So it gives you that update, but you do need to add that in and switch that on in the settings. But that's really cool. So if you sort of are not quite ready to go with the light, it will ping you to tell you that the light has changed and ready to go. So I think some very useful updates recently. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So we'll carry on, and we're almost home. And guys, that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we went into central London. It was so cool. That mystery adventure tour in Surrey Quay. It was great fun. The kids, we enjoyed it. We had to go through all of the different clues. I'm not going to tell you just in case you decide to visit. I will include the event in the description. So if you get into central London, maybe you guys can check it out. but it was a real mystery, right? It took us a long time, but there was some lovely bars there and food, traditional English food, steak and ale pie, chicken pie, and all sorts of things. So it was a nice slow day where you could just relax as well as doing that mystery adventure. And guys, we also talked about some of the new features in the release, right? So the latest software release that will pop on the screen, you know, they've added in some subtle features. So we've got a bit of extra functionality on the autopilot. It's supposed to be some improvements on there. We've got the ping. When you hit a traffic light, you can turn it on in the settings, going into the safety settings and turning that chime on. So every time you're sort of a delay in you moving, it will tell you that the light has changed. And there's a few other very small features with the camera facility that's supposed to be a lot more sophisticated in terms of how it's reading whether you are paying attention or not. So guys, I hope you guys have used that update. It seems to be incremental, so it wasn't a big update, but anyway, that's hopefully a bit of information for you. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. We will try and get back on track and record some regular content. There is a video for us to put out there around our Devon trip, so we will do that shortly, and I hope you guys will enjoy that too. So guys, we'll catch you next time.